Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol LINU. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes mapping out and summarizing the price action quite straightforward. So if you were to say, hey, Clay, summarize for me quickly the price action today, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, before you go and start throwing stones at me, I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense of this is some shady company being run out of somebody's bunker over in North Korea. I'm making that statement based solely on how the price has acted. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's first just kind of define where it all started. And in my mind, I've already mapped this out, but the starting point right here at this green line being $1.45. You go back through the history of the chart, you can see right here, it knocked down the price a bunch of times. There, the price, struggling to get up around that area. And sure, right here, the price actually did get up above it, but you can see that did not last very long, and then the price, dropped back below it. So a lot of history there around $1.45. So essentially, basically the top of that channel, and that's where I'm defining my starting point from. So let's apply the definition here. Price makes a really nice move. Well, considering the price started right here, it actually started lower down there, but from our starting point right there, and went all the way up there. I think any rational person would say, yeah, that was a very, very nice move. And then within a relatively short amount of time, and considering this all happened in the same day, once again, I'm assuming we can all agree that, okay, yeah, this has been a relatively short amount of time. The price goes back to where it started. And now this is where the thin ice comes into play, because to be fair to the bulls, yes, the bulls could still technically build a higher base. So $1.45 is now our thin ice point. What I'm getting at here is, let's say the price actually pulls back a little bit more and then does something like this. Sure, that's a really deep pullback, but again, in the spirit of being fair to the bulls, well, what would that give you? Well, that'd give you a set of lows right there. Previous base of lows would be down there. If you picture each one of these as stair steps, well then, hey, you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction, and good on the bulls for starting to build a longer overall uptrend. However, if the price comes down here, breaks through here, and then just continues to separate to the downside, at that point in time, the price would literally be right back in this range where it all started from. And that would be just confirmation of the pump and dump. So is it a pump and dump quite yet? No, I can't say that, because you still got to give the bulls a chance to build that higher base. But they don't have much wiggle room, and the price is certainly flirting right around the thin ice point. So we'll see if the bulls can hold above it or not, and if the bulls can start to build a long-term uptrend. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.